Hello and welcome back to ManVFilm. It's time for Eureka Entertainment's February releases. We have 3 titles this month, a couple of Masters of Cinema releases, which is always fantastic. So let's just dive in and have a little look at what we have going on here. So, first up, we have the latest Kinji Fukasaku film, which, it's a name I trust. Whenever I see his name, I know we're going to get something good. So yeah, I'm excited about this. Japanese box office sensation, directed by the revered Kinji Fukasaku, Legend of the Eight Samurai brings together an impressive ensemble cast in a sweeping epic that blends fantasy with historical drama. The Satomi clan have all been wiped out by their mortal enemies, the ghoulish members of the undead Hekate clan. The last Satomi survivor is Princess Shizuru, who goes into hiding to avoid meeting the same fate as her family. Left to wander on her own, she becomes entangled with a farmer turned soldier, Shinibe, and the pair of warrior monks who reveal themselves to be 2 of 8 fabled Hakinden, or dog warriors, who can lift the curse that has been placed upon her family. Together they must find the rest of the Hakinden and take on the leader of the Hekate clan, the evil Tamazusa. It sounds like a little bit like Message from Space. Let's see, we are limited to 2,000 copies. We've got the O-card slipcase with some stunning artwork. We have a 1080p presentation from a brand new 4K restoration, uncompressed original Japanese audio and alternate English dub track. Optional English subtitles, we have a commentary by Japanese cinema expert Joe Hickenbottom, new interview with Kinji Fukasaku's son, a new video essay by film historian and critic Stuart Galbraith IV, theatrical trailer, and a limited booklet by Tom Mez. Like I said, Fukasaku, great. This seems like something that he could really just knock out the park. I just hope it's a lot of fun. And Fukasaku with some fantasy. Yeah, why not? Next up, we have Dr. Vampire from 1990. Now, I'll tell you that there's going to be people that are just instantly put off by this title, just looking at the cover art. Myself, can't wait. Cannot wait to check this out. It just, yeah. While Hong Kong horror cinema is more often associated with the Jingshangi or hopping vampires of Chinese legend, it has also embraced the Western vampire tradition. One of the more outrageous films to bring European bloodsuckers to Hong Kong is Jamie Luke's Dr. Vampire, a perfect blend of horror and comedy, with shades of Vamp, Fright Night, and of course, Hong Kong's own Mr. Vampire series. I'm a huge fan of Vamp, Fright Night, and the Mr. Vampire series, so this just seems tailor-made for me. While on vacation in Britain, surgeon Dr. Chiang Ta-sung wanders into a quaint rural pub in the grounds of a castle, where he quickly falls for hostess Alice. Despite several warning signs, the good doctor fails to realise that the establishment is staffed entirely by vampires, even after Alice bites him during a late-night tryst. Upon his return to Hong Kong and his long-standing love interest, Mei Shan, he attempts to return to his normal life, but soon he develops an aversion to sunlight and begins to crave blood, and things get even more complicated when Alice and her undead master, the Count, come looking for him. Limited to 2,000 copies, we have got a O-card slipcase with artwork by Graham Humphreys. This is a 1080p presentation from a 2K restoration. We have English subtitles newly translated for this release, and we have a commentary by Frank Jeng and John Charles. We have a second commentary with Mike Leader and Arne Venema. A British Vampire in Hong Kong, new on-camera interview with Stacey Abbott, author of Celluloid Vampires, Life After Death in the Modern World. Vampire Slaying 101, remixing monster traditions in Dr. Vampire, a new video essay by Gothic scholar Mary Going, and a limited edition booklet. This just sounds great. I know it's going to be fun. It's not going to be serious. It's just going to be, entertaining. And next in the Masters of Cinema series, number 304, we have Cirque in Germany, 1934 to 1935. This features April, the girl from Marsh Croft, Pillars of Society, and several shorts as well. An undisputed master of melodrama, director Douglas Sirk is best known for the lavish, sweeping romances he made during the last decade of his career, including Magnificent Obsession, All That Heaven Allows, Written on the Wind, and The Imitation of Life. But by the time Sirk arrived in Hollywood, he'd already made several films in his native Germany. The Masters of Cinema series is honoured to present this collection of Sirk's earliest films. In Sirk's directorial debut, the comedy April, a businessman and shameless social climber, Julius Lamb, is subject to a cruel April Fool's Day prank when he's led to believe a noble prince intends to personally inspect his pasta factory. Then in Sirk's first melodrama, The Girl from Marsh Croft, farmer Karsten Dietmar falls in love with a disreputable young maid, Helga Christmann, much to the dismay of his fiancée Gertrude Gerhardt. Finally, in Pillars of Society, wealthy Norwegian shipbuilder Consul Karsten Bernick must face up to a lifetime of corruption and deceit when farmer Johan Tonnens returns to Norway after a 20-year absence and discovers that Bernick has smeared his good name. Presented alongside Sirk's shorts Two Greyhounds, Three Times Before, and The Imaginary Invalid, these three features, all released in 1935, showcase the burgeoning talents of a filmmaker who would go on to become one of the most important figures in the history of Hollywood cinema. It's a limited edition, 2,000 copies with an O-card slipcase, HD presentations from new restorations supplied by the Friedrich Wilhelm Murnau Foundation, optional English subtitles and all features, Two Greyhounds, Three Times Before shorts, alternate sound presentation of Three Times Before, The Imaginary Invalid short, all new commentaries on all three features by Sirk expert David Melville Wingrove, Magnificent Obsessions, new interview with film historian Sheldon Hall on Sirk's career from Germany to Hollywood, and a limited edition booklet as well. Great. This is the kind of thing that I love the Masters of Cinema to do. It just, it takes a great director, shows their early work, just it's something that just draws me in because I know Douglas Sirk, I know his work. I haven't heard of any of this, and being able to check it out is just, it's a thrill. For me, this is great announcements. Sure, like, it's always great to get another Fukusawa. Yes, I am so hyped to see Dr. Vampire. Can't wait. I'm hoping it's going to be amazing. Sirk in Germany is probably the most interesting one, giving an insight into the beginnings of a great director. Yeah, 2 Masters of Cinema releases as well, which is pretty fantastic to see that continuing. And we kind of know there was a hint that there are more Laurel and Hardy to come, filling in the gap of the number that was missing. I would love to know what you think of these announcements. Are you interested in Legend of the Eight Samurai? Are you drawn towards Dr. Vampire? Or do you find Sirk in Germany just irresistible? Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on these announcements and what you intend to pick up, if anything at all. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, or manvfilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.